What happens if an insurance company denies a claim? It depends. If you were in an auto accident and the other party's insurance company denied liability, your own insurance carrier will evaluate the facts of loss to determine whether the facts of loss would support challenging that decision through arbitration or litigation, if the other party is at fault. If you were in an auto accident and the other party's insurance company denied coverage, your insurance company will likely pursue the other party directly if they are at fault. If your own insurance is denying liability against another party in an auto accident, that other party cannot pursue you directly. If your own insurance is denying coverage, you will be responsible for any damages to your own vehicle, any injuries you incur, and, if you are at fault, any damages or injuries to the other party i.e. involved. If you're talking about a property claim rather than a homeowner's claim, it depends on the reason for denial. Reasons for denial of a homeowner's claim could be that the type of loss you incurred is not covered, the damages exceed your policy limits, so you would have a partial denial, or your policy was not in force at the time of loss. Next steps would depend on the reason for the denial. A letter from an attorney sounds good, but it's not like adjusters won't do the right thing until they hear from an attorney. They will tell the attorney the same thing they told you. An attorney's value lies in their knowledge of local case law and legal precedents. Insurance companies, contrary to popular opinion, are not trying to get out of paying your claim. There is way too much insurance legislation for them to try that, and they will consider your attorney's assertions and pay if warranted. Depending on how many hours you have to put into this, most direct and satisfying, when you finally hear a human voice, so to call the customer telephone service lines. But be aware it is in their best interest that you give up and hang up. If you do call, be sure to check the times in which time zones they answer calls. And have your customer ID information from the company issued ID card. And also have a claim identifier, claim number. And if that doesn't work for you, if you have a decent phone relationship with your insurance agent, call him. He will at least advise you and possibly intercede on your behalf with the company. But if neither of those things work for you, you are basically out of luck. Unless, like in my case last year, the company denied a whole month of claims en masse, more than a month since it first paid them, and then within a day reprocessed the whole month and paid most. Though refusing a couple claims for what I believe are called bullshit reasons. Depends on your country. If you live in Germany, first contact your insurance guy and try to reach an agreement. If this fails, contact the ombudsman, an independent expert who can revert an insurance's denial which was not right, against the explicit wishes of the insurance. Of course, if the denial was correct, he cannot help. Other countries might have totally different rules, so best specify the country. Also, what was denied? Details might help. Or was this just a cheap go against insurance systems? You don't get paid. Now your battle starts. Call them and insist on a supervisor to review your arguments. Next, if you haven't already, contact your lawyer to write a demand letter to escalate the affair. Is your claim big enough to be worth it? If you have access, read the policy that you hoped would cover your claim. Just one sentence can make all the difference in the world. Remember, most businesses holding money will say no and figure you will go away. Ask anyone who has filed for government benefits like Social Security Disability. Keep 2 copies of every document so when they lose the first batch you are ready to hit the copier and send it in again. And they will lose it. Go for it. Be the squeaky wheel they want to pay off to get rid of you.